You have been sold a version of yourself. You started softer. In childhood, you saw ads during cartoons. In school, you noticed these cool shoes. In your 20s, you began chasing lifestyle goals that were never really yours. And today, you scroll, you shop, you compare, and you are still not sure who you are. This video isn't about minimalism, it's about identity, who you have become through consumption, and who you could become without it. Because here's the truth, you are not what you buy, but the system wants you to believe that you are because it makes you easier to sell to. Today, we will unpack how that system works, how it shaped your identity, and how to rewire your brain to finally feel enough. Not in theory, in real life, step by step. This is not about guilt, this is about awakening, moving with the history of consumer identity. Let's rewind to before we become consumers. We weren't always this way. In fact, before the 1900s, people mostly owned what they needed. Things were passed on, repaired, reused. Status wasn't shown through logos, but through behavior, contribution, character. Then the Industrial Revolution happened. Factories could produce more than people needed. So business leaders asked, how do we make people want what they don't need? Enter Edward Bernays, Frederick's nephew and the godfather of consumption, you can say consumer manipulation. He didn't sell products, he sold emotions attached to products. He turned a cigarette into a symbol of liberation, a car into symbol of masculinity, a breakfast into a symbol of family virtue. He said openly, people must be trained to desire. Consumption must become a habit. That was over 100 years ago. And today, it's no longer humans manipulating you. It's the algorithm doing it 24 hours 7. And they don't rest. Moving way. Next one, the psychology of I buy, therefore I am. Let's zoom in on your daily experience. You wake up, you open your phone before you even brush your teeth. You have already been exposed to 20 plus product based lifestyles. Every image is whispering, you are not quite there yet, but this might have. So unconsciously, you start building your identity by what you buy. Coffee brand, that's my vibe. Gym shoes, that's my discipline. Watch, that's my success signal. iPhone wallpaper aesthetic, that's my personality. You start to feel like you are what you curate. And marketers exploit this. They don't say, here's the product. They say, here's the version of you could become if you just own this. The trap isn't the item, it's the belief that the item changes you. It's subtle, it's daily, it's dangerous. Moving with next one. Social media and identity engineering. Social media didn't just amplify consumer culture, it embedded it into your self worth. Before social media, your self image was mostly private. Now it's curated publicly in real time. The likes, the comments, they are social approval points for how well you are performing identity. And what drives performance? Products. You are not just wearing something, you are signaling belonging. You are not just posting vacation pics, you are showing you made it. You have become the product. You are selling the idea of a successful version of yourself. And you have to keep buying things to keep up that version. This is no longer marketing, this is identity addiction. Moving with next one, brain chemistry, dopamine and desire. Let's go deeper biologically. Every time you click add to cart, Your brain releases dopamine, the same chemical released in gambling, sex, and cocaine use. But here's the twist: the dopamine spike happens before you receive the product. Your brain is rewarding anticipation, not possession. It's saying you are becoming more. That's the addictive loop. You see a version of you that's better. You think a product will close the gap. You buy. The excitement fades. You chase again. This is behavioral design used intentionally by trillion-dollar companies. And unless you understand this loop, it will run your entire life. Moving with next one. The seventh signs you are trapped in consumer identity. Ask yourself honestly, how many of these apply? You feel anxious wearing the same outfit twice on social media. You use online shopping to regulate your mood. You associate self worth with what you can afford. You feel more confident after a big purchase, but only for a short time. You follow influencers mainly to see what they own. You have said this will change everything before buying. You feel invisible if you are not keeping up with trends. These aren't just habits, they are identity cues programmed into your daily behavior. But now that you see them, you can start dismantling them. Moving with next one, the invisible cost of consumer identity. What's it really costing you emotionally? Like chronic dissatisfaction, envy masked as motivation, anxiety about status, financially, like living paycheck to paycheck, credit card debt from chasing image, buying faster than you are earning, spiritually, like loss of meaning, confusion about who you really are, external dependency for internal peace. The tragedy: many people feel spend their entire lives working to afford identities that were never truly theirs. But not you. You're, you are breaking up now. Moving with next one, the three-step exit plan. Here's how to escape and build something real. Step 1. Identity reset. Ask, if no one could see what I buy, who would I be? Build a list of values. Make those your new identity ingredients. Step 2. Pause before purchase. Ask, what am I trying to feel? Then, can I make this feeling another way? Break the emotional buying loop. Step 3. Algorithm detox. Your feed is your mirror. Clean it. Mute marketing heavy influencers. Unfollow shame based content. Turn off ad personalization. Remove auto saved cards. If you fix your feed, you fix your mind. Moving with next one. Call to awareness. You're not your outfit. You're not your Amazon wish list. You're not your car, watch, fragrance, or number of likes. You're not a brand. You are a being. The trap of consumerity is built on one lie. You are not enough, but you are. If this hit on, I want you to do three things. Like this video, if only to push back against the algorithm that profits from insecurity. Subscribe if you are ready to build identity from within. And comment below, I choose values over validation. Let's build a moment. We don't need to buy who we are. We just need to become who we already are. See you in the next video, where we go even deeper into escaping the matrix.